Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to your reading for the week. So we had quite an intensive, beautiful reading about finding your authentic self on Sunday. If you didn't see that, go ahead and watch that. And this is kind of a follow-up or I guess a companion to that reading. So I've decided to do something I haven't done in a long time, but I'm amazed on how wonderful it already began, and I'm looking forward to doing this at least once a month with you guys. So this is a tea leaf reading. The tea that I used was green tea, and it had, I think, ginger and turmeric in it. So it makes for a beautiful, colorful cup. Not only that, as I've mentioned probably as I put in the intro, this cup belonged to a friend of mine who, when she moved, decided to give me the tea, my favorite tea set that I used to have tea with her when she moved to BC. She passed away in 2022, my heart. And she would be so ecstatically thrilled to know that I'm doing this with the tea set that she left me before she moved. So we're gonna just start, and right away, you know, you guys, if you didn't see it, you're going to see it now. So I'm going to try not to disturb the configuration, but right here, okay, the biggest by far thing here is the Fool. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. You see his hat right here? Do you see his face right here? His body, one of his legs going up. He is running off that mountain. Do you see him running off that mountain? So absolutely, this is the first thing that I see in this cup. That's the first thing. It's the biggest image, and it was meant for you to see. I love it. I love it. You see his little foot here, and his body, and his staff that he carries the stuff in. I think it might even be partly here. It's almost like the bouquet has been flung over here. See, it's got the stem and the flowers. It almost feels like the bouquet, and this could almost be the hat. Okay, so we're going to start with those, and we're going to see if anything else comes in. But I think for a first teacup reading, it's a very big message. First of all, I think that the very big message in itself is that you're leaping into the unknown. Okay? Trying to be authentically you and finding that personal balance is amazingly a big deal. It's a big deal. It's not easy to stay open to all of this new stuff that comes in. But you know, the Fool asks you to trust the universe to keep you safe in these times. Okay, and I pulled some cards. I did get the tea leaf fortune cards, and you might actually be able to, if you're a member, you'll see that I took some cards and I took out a few negative cards out of here because there's no room in my readings for negativity, honestly. Criticism, yeah. Negativity, nah. And also specifics like people, because these are general readings, so I don't use those. I'm going to look at these after. I pulled a couple of tarot cards. It's funny that the Five of Pentacles showed up again. It showed up on Sunday as the isolation card. I guess they wanted me to go back into that again. So, tent. The first one that came out. This one says, this is a temporary situation. Of course it is. When you take a leap off a cliff at the beginning for, you know, to learn something new, to start a new journey, you're not at the beginning of the journey forever. So it's not going to stay uncomfortable forever. After that, you go into the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress. You get the tools, you get the insight, you create, the Emperor is building. You know, you're going to follow the steps. So this is not forever, okay? This is not forever. So if you're feeling this feeling of, oh, you know, this is so hard, this is so difficult, just know that it's not forever, okay? These feelings are going to dissipate, okay? Just like this little shelter of a tent that will go down. You know, it's It's just a place that you're in right now, but it's not going to be the place that you're staying in. That's not the place that you're building for yourself. You're just rebuilding from the ground up. It takes a minute, okay? The next card that came out was Throne. And this one is the position of authority. So that's what I feel you're going. I feel that the Emperor is coming in again. But this one is you building a new place of authority. We looked at the Emperor on Sunday, talking about the old traditional stuck structured stuff that felt terrible. This right here is different. This is the Emperor that you're bringing in. So this is the personal stability that you're going to bring to your life, okay? The new structure, the things that you are going to feel good in, right? And some people may say, are you talking to young people or older? I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody, okay? You can be at this position in your life at any point in your life. All right, so you have the staff, and it says, you will be taken care of in difficult times. I love this, okay? I love this. This is saying, I almost feel like a presence of guides and spirits saying, don't sweat it, you'll be okay. We've got you, okay? And you can lean on them. You can think of them. I'd even say you can even lean and think of people who have passed. Like my friend Catherine, you know, in difficult times, I think of my dad, I think of my grandmother, I think of everybody who's passed, and I go, oh, I know you guys are over there. I know you guys are like energy now. Can you let it flow through me? Give me a little extra because I'm faltering, or I'm having a difficult time. It's okay to ask, right? Like I said, this fool, the one who's skipping and jumping there over the cliff right here, you see him? He's like, yeah, you know? A nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And I'm going to say, I was talking about not putting all your eggs in one basket for a few readings now. And I feel that that's what you're doing. You're actually building a basket now that's going to be your own, okay? You're putting your eggs in the basket that you want to take care of. Not the millions of different things that are going on around you, but the ones that you want for yourself. You know, though, all of these things, I feel that these are homes, right? A throne is a place you sit in. A tent's a place you live in. The nest is a place you live in. I feel that a sense of home here is taking in as when you're full and you're on the road, when you're, just devil may care, just, walking around with your little sack of things and just trying new things. A lot of these things feel like they're not available, right? The stability that you feel with the Emperor, the stability that you feel in the home, the bricks, the mortar, the cement chairs that I was talking about, the Emperor, they don't really exist, or at least they don't feel like they exist when you are doing this stuff, okay? When you're expanding, when you're trying new things, when you're bold, when you're putting yourself out there, right? You're kind of teetering on insecurity, on instability, and all of that stuff comes in, right? You also tend to feel alone, but the cards here are telling me that you are not alone. I feel that you think you're isolated in some ways, but this card is coming in again to say that you are not isolated, okay? There are others like you. There are people like you who are going through the stuff you are. They are also going on their journeys. There's a lot of shifting happening in the world right now. You can reach out. And I know, for me, a lot of the time, social media feels very strange. It feels very annoying, okay? But there are groups, there are places, it's a great way of finding people who think the way you do, okay? Reach out and see if you can find a group that will support you so that you can be alone together. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of, I know it sounds weird, but it's like two, you know, two lonely people in the night, you know, two lonely people in the night. And then that means, well, you're first of all not lonely anymore, and you're not alone. You're together. You're helping each other, right? So you don't have to limit yourself to one person. It could be a group, could be a person, it could be somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time, somebody that you care about but you want to reconnect with. You know, I'm not talking about exes, because that's a whole different thing, and I don't do readings about exes, but I'm talking about people that you can trust, people that you can reach out to. This Three of Swords is, I feel, what you're feeling. I feel that sometimes you find that this truth is hard. I understand. It's hard to rebuild from scratch. It's hard to start again. The truth will set you free, as they say. But the truth is sometimes, let's be real, okay? The truth is sometimes, it gives you a sense of loss. You can sometimes feel even sadness and grief and a little bit of rejection when it comes to these things. Because not only are you starting something new and, you know, expecting everybody to be on your side, some people looking at the Fool jumping off a cliff are going, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have the Emperor over here, you know, where everything is okay. Why would you do this? Why would you throw caution to the wind? Why would you just keep running? The other thing is I feel that you feel like you're running. I see like this figure running towards something. And I could almost see like this right here. I'm going to take the spoon again. But this right here, this little line that you see, it's almost like that sword from the Knight of Swords. There's a little Knight of Swords going on here. Like we're running towards destination, or at least it feels like you're running towards destination. So that's the other part of it, okay? So, having said that as well, since I see these right here, up here, as a bouquet of flowers, you can even see it here, okay? Like a little bit like a bouquet of flowers. These symbolize joy, prosperity, luck, love, and marriage, okay? And if at the bottom it could almost look like a garland of flowers, it points to like a fellowship, success, you know, a marriage, not only just a marriage, but also like a marriage of things coming together, commitment. Okay? So that's always good. It's a very, very good sign. Flowers mean blooming. Okay? It means that you're it means that this voyage, whatever it is, because it's paired with the Fool, which is starting a new adventure, it's going to bring in lots for you. It's going to bring in lots for you. Okay? Abundance. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's what you need. So, all right. So I did mention a hat. A hat, especially in this case, because it's a fool's hat that we're seeing here, it's usually based on a profession or something, you know, there's an association, but since it's a fool's hat, I would say it's either that maybe sometimes you do feel like one. I would actually say that because you're going on this new journey, maybe your lack of knowing where you're going sometimes can make you feel a little bit like, do I really know what I'm doing? Am I acting a fool? Is this foolish? So this could actually be part of it as well. I do see a star up here. You see it? Do you see it right here? This little star with the little, almost like the comet thing going, you know, like the star. For some of you who know, there was something on TV and it was a star that flew across the TV and it was like The More You Know with like the little thing on the back. I guess it was rainbow. So there's that. The star here could most likely represent, like in the star card, your hope for the dreams that you're dreaming to come true, and the tail behind it at the speed that you're going, right? You want speed ahead. This is a very good tea leaf reading. This is a very good teacup. I love the images. They brought in a lot for you, and they brought in a lot about hope and peace and color to your life, which I especially love. I feel that these cards brought in a little bit of trepidation energy, and I think that's more likely you thinking, I don't know if all of this is going to work out, right? And I feel a little bit like I'm standing on uneven ground, like maybe, everything is going to kind of, disintegrate somehow. But I feel that you're going to get a lot out of this. You're definitely on a brand new journey. And I think the biggest message here is to cut yourself some slack. It's never easy to start something new. And it's always hard to just kind of feel secure at the beginning of any new journey. You always feel like you're on temporary or shifting sands. So be kind to yourself. The Emperor feeling, I think you should work on feeling the stability within yourself. Feel the authenticity of where you want to go, and give yourself I am sure, okay? I am sure that this is the destination I want to be on, the journey I want to be on, the pathway that I want to walk. I am sure of that. Whatever else I am unsure of, the stability in me stems from knowing where I want to go and the new destination that I want to be on, okay? And trust yourself, trust the universe to keep you safe, and explore your life. It's okay to watch and be careful. It's okay to feel sometimes a little at loss with, not really knowing and wishing for a better state of stability and structure around you as you're changing into something new, something more authentic. But don't let it be the stop, the thing that stops you from moving forward, okay? I always tell people, do you really want to go back to where you were? Most of the time they say, no, that didn't do it for me. So where's the place you need to go? You need to move forward. But you don't need to be afraid of what you can't see yet, because the future is never written for anybody. The only thing you can do is feel very secure in the right now. Do you feel what you're doing right now, even if it feels temporary or a little bit, off kilter? Do you feel like this is where you are meant to be in this moment? What you're meant to be doing? If the answer is a resounding yes, then you're exactly where you're meant to be. Well, my beautiful ones, I think that's it for this one. Let me know if you've enjoyed this tea leaf reading. I've been looking forward to it. I've been thinking about it ever since I decided to do all different kinds of divinations. And yeah, I didn't know how it would turn out, but it's so beautiful. I'm so happy that this turned out to be like a huge picture. You don't always get that, but I did use a lot of tea, so I'm a little out of practice, but it's okay. I'm very happy with this. Thank you so much. I have other channels, in case you're not aware. There's Soul Awareness here, longer videos, Message for the Collective. I love to use this as a sounding board to just tune in to source energy and just give beautiful messages. Over here is Tarot Guide with AI, new channel. Love it. It is so wonderful. It combines knowledge of AI with spiritual guidance. Just take a peek. I'm sure you'll like it. And of course, over here is Life Path Number Tarot. They might be in different spots. Life Path Number Tarot, where I read your life path number. And over here will be a playlist for if you want to watch another video on this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you saw, if you saw something different. I would love to hear from you. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.